keys, hogs, tacker good, passenger brief, some things you want to tell your passengers. And you can do it right here before you even get the plane. You want to tell them how to work the seat belt, how to work the seat with the latch. Tell them about the pedals, how they can, keep feel the pedals and flight controls. Keep your hands off the yoke. Those are flight controls. Pull the door closed to lock it, locked, and then to open it all the way back.
Yep.
That's what you gotta tell them. Then that's passenger brief. And then now we'll get the plane. Just about where you like it.
Before we go, I want to push the rudder back and forth, because last time I don't think I did it enough to know what it should have been like.
Yeah, go do it right now. You're fine.
And that's why I think I've had problems using the rudder, because I didn't. Is that as far as it goes?
As far as it goes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Last time I was afraid to push too far. I think it's part of my problem. I guess I should have started this before we got started.
This seatbelt on. It's easy to do.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, sit your slide your forward over too far.
That right there?
Yeah, sit your no, that's too. Pull it back a little bit. Too much. Right there. Don't like it. All the way forward. Got it. That's it. You're doing it. Get the checklist back out. You can go with the key in the ignition. You're good. Brass. Okie dokie, yeah. It's falling apart. Okay, passenger brief, circuit breakers. Good. Alternate static source, which is right there. You should see it jump, pull it on. Good. Back off. That's it. Brake test. Top of the pedals only. Pressure. Pressure on the pedals. Brakes are good. And then now we're on start. Seat track.
Seat back and off, ABS off.
Yeah, those are off.
Carpet off, beacon
Carpet's
on.
off. Is your beacon on? Yep. Okay, beacon lights off.
Mixture full rich. Prime. How many times should I do this?
You want to do 3 to 6. The warmer it is, the less you prime. So we'll probably just do 3 today. If it's really, really cold, you won't prime a lot. We'll do the 6 number.
This switch out.
What you doing? You just watching? I was just wondering. We're about to go fly for a little bit. It's one of the other students.
Hey. This one.
Oh, just, there you go.
There it is.
Yeah, come see her.
I will. I'll watch it.
It's nice day.
It's beautiful. My wife's going here, and it's like you can sit here, you go sit in the sunshine and watch some airplanes.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's like, go sit in the sunshine and watch some airplanes.
Yeah, that's right. We'll see you in a little bit then. Yeah, hot days or warm days. Three's about all you want to prime.
Yes.
And then push it back in, line the notch up, and spin it about 30 degrees and make sure it will come back out. Good. Primer's good.
Alright,
Brakes.
brakes.
And you literally go just prop clear, just like that.
Master on, max to start.
Master on. Now, check your checklist sheet lap, put your right hand on the throttle. want you to move it in maybe a quarter of an inch. Barely move it in. That's plenty. Visually clear. No one's around the prop. It's very dangerous. Go ahead and start her up. Oh yeah, this is mine, your volume right there. That better? I still can't hear you though. I don't think your mic's close enough to your mouth. Alright. Oh. Yep. I can hear you now. Alright. Just speak up. Oh, okay. Back to your checklist. Alright. Got the flaps up. We got your heat vent good. Avionics are on. Now it says transponder standby. XPDR. And we leave it on altitude now. Okay.
AWAS.
AWAS time. AWAS frequency here is 134332. Yep. Okay. That's something you need to memorize.
That's COM 1.
COM 1, so illuminate.
0 2
You want to receive on COM 1.
3004. Remarks. Density altitude 900. Shelby County Airport, Alabaster, Alabama. Automated weather observation 2045 Zulu. Wind 250 at 08. Peak gusts 16. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 17 Celsius. Dew point -02 Celsius. Altimeter 3003. Remarks. Density altitude 900. Shelby County Airport, Alabaster, Alabama. Automated weather observation 2046 Zulu. Wind 240 at 09. Peak gusts 10. Loud and clear.
Okay, good. So the winds are 250, so we'll use runway 34. It's almost a direct crosswind actually. You could use either runway. But we'll use 34. The altimeter is set to field elevation 565. It's also barometric pressure of 3,003.
Yeah.
Okay, so AWAS, altimeter set.
Altimeter, radio test.
Okay.
Can I use this button?
Yes.
I want to say Shelby Unicom 429
Golf Echo.
Golf Echo radio
Test.
Chevy Unicom 429 Golf Echo radio test.
Loud and clear.
And say Golf Echo, thank you.
Golf Echo, thank you.
Okay, radio are tested. They work.
Okay.
Let's see, taxi light. We don't actually have one for this plane. This there's nothing there.
Okay.
So that's a problem.
Alright, attitude in the test.
So a taxi light, what's next?
Brake test.
Brake test. Good.
But
Alright,
I
so
think
your
it's
brakes first. So give it
a roll start.
Yep, just a nice little slow roll. Just make sure you can stop us.
Straight out to the north. County.
Okay, now I want you to give me the flight controls. The way you do that is you say your flight controls,
Your flight controls.
and I say my flight controls,
Okay.
and then you state again your flight controls.
Your flight controls.
Alright, now I'm gonna test the brakes. Okay, mine are good, and I will get back to you. Your flight controls.
My flight control.
Your flight controls.
Brake test, altitude in.
Attitude. That's this. That's your artificial horizon. The way you want to test that is, as we taxi, it should stay just like it is. There should be no tilt.
Alright.
What's next? After
Our coordinator.
okay, this instrument does measure yaw, so as we turn, if we turn left, the plane goes left. Turn right, the plane goes right. What's next?
Heading compass.
Make sure your heading indicator matches your compass.
Dixie.
Push in, turn to the left. There you go. Okay, now which runway are we going to use?
34.
Alright, so now I'm going to broadcast our intent to the area of traffic and let them know that we're taxiing from the south ramp to runway 34. So it's where you're at. You're at Shelby County. And it's Shelby County traffic. What you are, you're November 429 Golf Echo Cessna. And what you're doing, you're taxiing from south ramp to runway 34. And then you restate your location, Shelby County.
Okay. You want me to do that? Okay, I want to say
You say
Shelby County.
Yeah, where you're at first, Shelby County Airport. But don't say airport, say Shelby County traffic.
Right.
What you are, Cessna 429 Golf Echo.
Okay.
And then what you're doing, taxiing from south ramp to 34, and then restate where you're at, Shelby County traffic.
Shelby County traffic, 429 Golf Echo, taxi from ramp to 34, Shelby County.
And Shelby
That'll
County
work.
453 November Delta departing to the north, last call.
Okay, so we are good to go. We do the run-up part. We do the run-up part down there.
Sierra Papa in the east practice area, maneuvering 3000 Shelby County.
Good. Make sure you steer with your feet. Give it a little bit of power, good. Now pull right rudder. Right foot goes to the floor. There. If you want a little brake, just use your toe. Throw your toe just a little. Good. That power out. Got a little. There you go. Once you get it rolling, these roll pretty good. Right there. Now, this is what you do with your other hand. You've probably seen it on RC planes. When you're taxiing the plane, you got to move the ailerons with it so the wind doesn't blow it over. That's what you're doing here. The wind's coming from right there over the, basically kind of over from the northeast.
Go this way.
Yep. Now you want to go that way. Good. You can do full aileron deflection, and you actually will hold them right there, entire time. Hold them right there. Hold them. Left, left, left. No, other way. Like that. Because remember, just like an RC plane, if you had it this way, and a gust hits you, your plane's gonna do this. Right?
Yeah.
Want to turn away from the wind. That way. That way, if the gust If a gust hits you right here over your right shoulder, what's it going to do? It's going to pick the wing up, and it's going to go left, and then stay on the wheels. It won't flip it over. Easiest way to remember it, if you have a tailwind, you turn away from it. The wind's over our right shoulder, so we turn left. If the wind's over the left shoulder, you turn right. If you have a headwind, if a headwind's to the left, you turn left. If the headwind's to the right, turn right. So tailwind, turn away, headwind, turn into it. But we have a right quartering tailwind, so we turn left. Full aileron. Just hold it right there. As we taxi, you have a very good speed here. Take your time. Got our head up, we have our eyes out looking for kind of traffic. Got one guy right there. Not anybody on base, do you?
Nope.
No one's landing right here in front of us, that's good. We can kind of see somewhat of a downwind, but we don't see anybody on downwind. We just got this guy, he's probably doing his run up right now.
How close do I worry about getting?
You want to get far enough away where you don't cause a potential hazard. Right here's good. You're just fine to stop right here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get ahead. We're going to go ahead and do our run up now.
Okay. Brakes set. Go both. Rim for takeoff.
And about the E and the K, right there where it's at, that's pretty good.
Close traffic, Shelby County.
That's a nice looking plane.
It is.
Flight controls, left.
Aileron's up, aileron's down, pull back. Well, yeah, then the opposite, yep. That one's up now. Back. And then now rudder. Right rudder, left rudder. Right rudder, left rudder. Good. Everything looks good. And we got flight instruments, I believe.
Yep, flight instrument.
Alright, so just check your obviously airspeed 0.
Alright.
Artificial horizons level. 565. That should read 0.
Yep.
And you got 1515, that's good.
Yep.
And then turn coordinator wings are level.
Right.
Good. Next.
Extra best power.
Let's go ahead and get lined up and on the runway. And then we'll pick back up where he left off.
Okay.
Shelby traffic, straight up. Papa is right downwind, 34, touch and go, Shelby County.
That guy just said he was right downwind, so he's to our left. So by the time we get done with this run up, he should be on final landing. And now remember, this is not a stop. This is not a stop sign line. You wanna come well short of it like that. We never pull up to that line. Okay, back to your checklist. You're at mixture rich, I believe.
Yeah, mixture best power.
And then primer and lock.
Primer in and locked. 1700 more.
Okay.
Shelby County traffic, X-ray 7 Papa, short final 34, Shelby County.
Okay, mag test. Do the left mag first. Okay.
Yep. Oh, check that out.
Traffic, X-ray 7 Papa,
Good low flyby.
Shelby County.
Yes. Alright, so you turn to the left, one click. Okay, we got a drop, that's good. Let's get back to both. Now 2 clicks. And another drop. Good, back to both. Good, max checked out.
RP test.
That's the square knob. Yep, you should see a drop.
Yep.
It's a small one, but it is there.
Yeah, it's there.
That's good.
Vacuum.
Vacuum's the very top left, size of a quarter.
Yep, it's in the green.
Good.
Amps and volts.
How's your amps down there?
They're below 0.
We're on the negative side, right?
Yeah, they're on the negative side.
We're losing power.
Yeah.
So let's check our breakers. Has any of them popped?
No, well, alt feet.
Yeah. You have a charge now?
Yeah, it's positive.
There we go.
That out when I checked it earlier?
Nope. It just popped out.
Oil pressure's in the green, oil temperature's in the green. Then we can idle.
If that's all the way to idle. Good. Now we're ready for takeoff. So takeoff flaps are 0 to 10. Force leave a 0.
Okay.
Mixtures in.
That's
power. Carpeet off. Carpeet's off.
Yep.
H out of compass. That's good. Boom, boom. 25, 25. That's good.
Okay.
And then
Doors locked when locked.
I'll shut my door here in just a second.
Okay. I want to use it.
Oh yeah. Just twist it. Pops out. There you go. That's far. As far as
dude, we're gonna need it. I'm already sweating.
Alright. XPDR. That's a transponder.
Alter.
Alt. And for VFR flight, that's what we're VFR.
1, 2.
There you go.
Okay, and strobes as required.
Go ahead and turn your stove on. Far right switch on the bottom. Good.
Landing lights.
Don't need it.
Don't need it.
3 o'clock almost.
Almost 3 on the dot.
And brakes release.
Brakes release.
Okay, so go ahead and stow your checklist under your lap. I'd probably use your out there's fine, or under your seat belt. You want to put it somewhere where it's easy for you to get to.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're ready for takeoff. We're going to visually clear the runway. No traffic. And we're going to observe final, and no traffic there either. The last guy that called was on downwind. We don't see him or hear him, so we're good. So now we're going to broadcast our intentions on where we're at, Shelby County, who we are, Cessna 49 Golf Echo. What we're doing, we're depart 3-4, and then restate where you're at, Shelby County.
Shelby County traffic, Cessna 429 Golf Echo, departing runway 34, Shelby County.
Perfect. Okay. And get my door shut in a minute. Go ahead and take us onto the runway. Keep your eyes and keep vigilant. Keep looking. Because this is an uncontrolled airport, so people do not have to talk. You can see a lot of vintage planes come here that have no radios. Old Super Cubs and that kind of stuff. Alright, get lined up. You see the big 3-4, right?
Yep.
That's based off magnetic heading. So as long as your nose is going down the runway, it should read 3-4 on your compass.
Yep.
That's off 10 degrees. There you go. Okay, you ready?
I think so.
Let's do it. Apply full power. Just nice and smooth. Remember, use the bottom of the pedals, no more brake. Keep us nice and in the middle as best you can. Keep smoothly applying that full power. Be very gentle with the feet. Doesn't take a lot. Full power. Do it all she got. There you go. Airspeed's alive. You're looking for 60 knots. Now rotate it. Just lift that nose for me just a little bit. There you go. We're flying. Alright. You want to fly at an airspeed of 75 knots, and you are. So hold the pitch. Keep your hand on throttle. There you go. Make sure that throttle stays in. You should be able to see a little bit of ground over the nose.
Yep.
Just a little bit. You don't want to see all sky. Alright, look at yours. Oh, there we go. 75. Good. Gotta use that right foot some. There we go. You see your turn coordinator? You gotta keep that ball in the middle. Then we use the term step on the ball. If the ball's on the right, you step on the right. Ball's on the left, you step on the left.
Yep.
Alright, we see a little bit of ground over the hood. We're still climbing over the cowling. Once we get within 300 of pattern here is 16. So therefore, 1,300 feet, you're good for crosswind. Got about 100 feet to go.
Walker County traffic, November 2101 Tango, departing the pattern off to the north, final call, Walker County traffic.
Begin your crosswind turn. This will be a 90-degree turn to the left. Once you think you turn 90, roll out. be perpendicular to the runway. Go ahead and lift that wing up for me. Go ahead and lift it up. There we go, we're not bad. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Not bad. Okay. Get that power in. Now let's go ahead and brief our checklist. I want you to look at the climb portion now.
Okay. Power, mixture, instruments, taxi light, and flight plan.
Okay, speed in blue. You see the speed, 70 to 78?
Yep.
Your speed's good. You got climb power, full power. You got climb mixture. Check your instruments for me. I want to know, is your suction in the green?
Yep.
How about your oil temperature and oil pressure?
Then the green.
And how's your amps down there?
On the positive side.
Alright, good. So instruments checked out. Is your taxi and landing light off?
Yeah.
Yep, see, landing light off. Good. Okay, you can stow the checklist now. We're going to keep on climbing just like we're doing. The altitude we're going to go up to about 3,000
Okay.
and about a heading of east on your heading indicator. Shelby County traffic, Skyhawk 429 Golf Echoes, departing Shelby County traffic to the east practice area, about 3,000 feet. Shelby County traffic.
And Shelby County traffic, Skyhawk 807 Sierra Papa. We have vacated the practice area. They're departing the area to the east at 3,100 off Shelby.
Okay, that guy said he departed the practice area
To the east.
to the east.
Slow cloak at Shelby County traffic. You headed towards Silicaga? This is Golf Echo.
Hey, Dr. Velko, we sure are. We're going to do a GPS approach into runway 27 at Silicaga.
Alright, Golf Echo will be remaining north of Columbiana. We're going to be doing just some basic fundamentals, some steep turns. We'll be looking out for you. Golf Echo, Shelby County traffic.
That'll work, thanks.
Can you see him? I don't see him.
Oh, no, not at all. I can't see him. But he should be over in that general area about 1 o'clock. And you may not can see it, but on the horizon over there is a little city. It's just like a little patch of brown.
Yeah, I see it.
At Silicaga. I know he's over there somewhere.
Okay, so we're approaching 3,000 on the dot right here.
Yep, so look out. You want to drop the nose, you want to see more ground, in other words.
Okay.
Drop the nose, see more ground. Now right there. Now look in. That's on 0, that's level. So now trim the plane where it holds that nose down for you. Yeah, that nose wants to go up. You gotta hold it down. Good.
Okay, so we're holding here. I need to trim a little bit.
And now we're gonna take care of the engine. We're done climbing, so let's reduce the power. You're turning about 24 right there. Play a little more. There's 23. That's pretty good right there.
Okay.
There we go. Cruise power. Now we're gonna do cruise mixture. We're gonna lean it out. You can either pull it out or you can turn it to the left. Either way.
I would rather turn left.
Okay. Then keep turning to the left. Keep going.
So what am I supposed to see here?
You're gonna wait for that RPM to drop.
Alexander City traffic, lifesaver 4 helicopter. We are
Now
10
slow down
miles
just a little bit.
northwest, 2,000 feet.
Then turn
To
it.
the southeast. Alexander City traffic.
Alright, now go back to the right. And then pick back up.
Yep.
That's how you do it. And since it's still a little bumpy,
Yeah, it is.
I want to show you how to climb again. You always climb carpet off. Is your carpet off?
Heartbeat is off.
And you always climb full mixture.
Full mix.
Full mixture. Now full power, let's climb. We're going to go ahead and continue our climb. You want to see less ground now. I want you to go ahead and climb up to about 4,000. Or basically, we're just going to keep climbing until it smooths out.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Oh yeah. And plus it'll cool off pretty nice for us up there.
Yeah, you know what I like.
It was up at about 5,000 earlier today, and it was about 40 degrees up there.
That sounds good to me.
So we know we're climbing, we got full power. If we look out, our nose is close to the horizon, we see a lot of blue. Know we're climbing. Go ahead and show me a left turn while you climb.
Mountain Deal, Skyhawk 80396. We are
Just like that.
8 miles
Good.
west of the field, inbound for a left downwind.
You actually you have too much left rudder. You see how that right ball's out? You need to let off the left. You want to keep that ball in the middle. There you go. And you may think that's kind of weird. I'm turning left. Why don't I need left foot? The reason why is you have a thing called P factor off that prop. You have another thing called torque. So whenever this plane has full power and that pitches up, the plane wants to go left. So when you're climbing and you're turning left, you really, all you have to do is kind of let off your right foot. Alright, now show me a turn to the right. So really step on that right foot. See that? See the ball? There you go. Make sure your nose is up. There you go. Obviously the right wing is dipped, or it's climbing to the right. We're going to keep on going higher. Let's go about 4,500.
Okay, because we're at 4.
Yeah, let's keep on climbing. We're going to keep that nose up, right there. And if you're having to hold a lot of pressure there, always retrim it. You got all your hand on it. You're having to pull back pretty hard, aren't you?
A little bit.
Yeah, trim it. Just trim the wheel back. You shouldn't have to hold a lot of pressure on the yoke. Does that feel a little better?
Yeah.
Anytime, you should, anytime you're flying, always, retrim it if you need to.
Okay.
At no point do I want you fighting the plane. Starting to smooth out a little bit. We'll probably hold at 4,500, so we got 200 feet to go.
How do you keep your ears from popping up here?
Well, you got a couple techniques. You could yawn. You could chew gum. Or what I use is I usually hold my nose and I blow out my nose, and that equalizes them. Are they hurting right now?
No.
Just popping?
Yeah.
I usually yawn them. Basically just do a yawn, just open your mouth real wide. Or,
Alright, so we just over 4,500.
that's fine. Adjust the pitch. Down, right there. Adjust your power. Take that power out. Right there's good. Okay, now trim it. You don't want to fight it. Get that nose coming up. You want to push it back down. And now you want to trim it right there.
Okay.
Good. And now adjust your mixture. Go ahead and pull it out about an inch. Now start the twist. That's a little quick. Those wings level. And just wait for that RPM drop. Try to get it.
Yeah, I got it.
Good, right there then. That's it. Woo. The view's a little better up here. The higher you are, the further you can see. Let's get the syllabus out. Okay, so checklist usage, you're good on that. Pre-flight inspection, good. Taxiing, starting the engine, that's good. You did your before takeoff check, that's good. Normal takeoff, normal landing, good. So the new items is cockpit management. What that means is your stuff like checklist. The words you want to use is this. As long as everything is in a place, then it's in the correct place.
Okay.
If you have things just kind of floating around, then it's in the wrong place. That's bad.
Yeah.
You want to have everything stowed, and you want to have everything in a place that you can get to as a pilot.
Okay.
And you want to be able to get to it easily. Radio communications, you did that pretty good today. Traffic pattern, we'll work on that when we go back. And then we got different climbs. We've already done a cruise climb, and we've already done a, we haven't done the best rate, best angle yet. I'll do those right now. We have two different times of climbs. We have what's called the best rate of climb. What that means is, let's say you wanted to gain the most amount of altitude over 10 minutes.
Right.
You say, I want to fly for 10 minutes, and I want to gain the most altitude as I can. That's best rate. Best angle is, I've got 1,000 feet. I want to gain the most amount of altitude as I can in 1,000 feet. See the difference?
Yes.
Okay, best angle for this plane is 60. So Brandon, I want you to do a climb for me.
Okay, where do we see on here?
Right there, 60 knots.
Okay. I thought it meant 60 degrees. I was like,
Oh, no.
that's not
Okay, so always for a climb, carpet off, mixture in.
copied out.
Full power.
Full power.
Now, to get 60 knots, as you've actually gone faster, right?
Yes.
So you have to pull the nose up. And now you see it slowing down.
Yeah.
Always climb full power, and you have to adjust your pitch for the speed. There's 60. Nose up. There you go. But what this is, you're climbing at the best angle. What this means is you will gain the most amount of altitude in a set distance at this speed.
Right.
Now I want to show you best rate. So let's say I gave you 10 minutes. I want you to climb as high as you can in 10 minutes. Now what you do, you got full power still, but now transition your speed to 75 knots. So drop the nose an inch or two, let it kind of speed up a little bit, and then right there, that's 75.
Alright.
Most of the time for normal climb outs, I'm going to request that you hold a speed of about 75 knots.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a left turn while you do this. That's the airport right there. That's Chicago. You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Go ahead and give me a left turn. Later in your training, I will show you how to use, how to go to these different airports and how to go to Bessemer, how to go to Birmingham, and how to go to Silicaga, so you can do them on your own. But adjust your pitch for your speed. And again, anytime you can trim. You can trim the plane at any time to make it easy on you. You know you've got good trim when you can release the yoke and it holds what you're doing. You should literally be able to fly this plane literally with like 2 fingers and thumb, just like that. And if you can't, then you're not trimmed properly. You see the difference?
Yeah.
When you trim it, it really is very easy to fly the plane. Good. And now I want you to transition back to cruise flight. I want you to terminate the climb. Go pitch first. Pitch down. Okay, I see more ground. Now change the power to cruise power. And now change mixture to cruise mixture. Hold that nose down. Don't see. There you go. Waiting for the drop. There's the drop, and now go back right. Very good. Okay, turn to headings. That's going to be a new one. We're going to turn to headings. You can use two. I want to show you both technique. Hold that nose down. Very good. That's how much ground you should see. You can use turn to headings for your mag compass or your heading indicator. I want to show you the compass first. There's different techniques and different errors that compass has. And I want you to try to memorize this the best you can. You always want to overshoot south and you undershoot north. And I want to show you why. Let's go ahead and turn to the south for me using this mag compass. You're at 300, right? Let's turn to the south. You turn opposite of that, by the way. So you see how west's on that side, so you think turn that way, but you don't. You turn the other way. Okay, now overshoot south. You see how south's already going by?
Yeah.
We're going to roll out here. And now watch it swing right back. You do that. Watch it level up. Let's see if you turn far enough. You didn't turn far enough. See, we're only at 200. Let's turn a little more to the left. Pass south, pass it, right there, roll out. And it's going to spin back, and kind of spin back a little bit. Now it should be pretty close to south.
There we go.
That's how it works. Let's get this on up. Okay.
That the precess.
Yeah, that head indicator will precess about every 15 minutes. Okay, now let's turn to the north. Either way, left or right. Doesn't matter.
Let's go to the right this time.
Hold that nose now. Okay, so we overshoot south. Let's do the opposite for north. Let's undershoot it. Now you see how this isn't really wanting to turn with you yet. That's one of the errors. So once you get to about 330 degrees, I want you to stop the turn. That nose down. We'll see more ground. Right there. Okay, here comes 330. Keep turning though. Good. Okay, once you get to 330, I want you to stop the turn. There, stop the turn. And you'll see it catch up. It's going to pass, but it's going to swing right back here in just a second. It should be right there on north. That's undershoot north, overshoot south. Okay? Alright. Now, I want you to turn to west. I want you to turn to west for me. West or east, it doesn't matter. You pick. Let's go west. Okay, let's go west. We have two more errors I'm going to show you. It's called an acceleration and deceleration error. So remember, overshoot south, undershoot north. And then here's your next one. If you accelerate the plane while going east or west, accelerate, it will turn to the north, and decelerate, it will turn to the south. I want to show you that little trick. Alright, you're on west, we agree? West, west. Go ahead and slow the plane down for me. Full power just out. I'll show you.
Left crosswind, runway 32, Newton.
Which way is it turning?
Towards 24.
Yeah, that's south. Decelerate south. Now watch this.
Yes, I'm going to try to come around to that landing again. Okay.
Accelerate, went to the north.
So, but see, we didn't change, did we?
No.
So accelerate north. See, we're still accelerating, so it's going to hold the north.
Yeah.
But you think you're turning, but you're not. And then once our acceleration slows down, the compass will come back to west. So accelerate north. And now watch that. Now watch it.
Back to the south.
Back to the accelerate north, decelerate south. That's how that works. And we got cruise power back. Good. Okay. Let's turn to headings. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how to descend the plane at cruise. Let's pretend like we're, let's fly to that corner of the lake over there. Let's fly that way.
Okay.
And let's just say we're not landing, obviously, right?
Oh,
There's no, there's no airport. Let's say I told you, hey, I want to take a picture. Let's lose some altitude. I want to show you how to do that. We're not intending to land, but we just want to lose altitude. All right. So same as before. Fixture in. Always for descent. RP out. Alright, now just reduce that power to about anywhere below the 2000. So anything below 220. And go ahead and drop the nose. And what you're looking here, you should be at about 500 feet. That's about as fast as you want to descend. Because when we're not coming into landing, we're just losing some altitude. This is what's called a cruise descent. Okay?
Okay.
If you're coming into land, I want you to pull that power all the way out to about 15 to 16.
2894 Lima is turning left crosswind, or left base runway.
This is more of a descent for landing. You'll lose a little more altitude. You'll come down just a little bit faster. Main reason why is because you took away more thrust. Now I want to show you a power off glide. Power it off. That's all the way out to idle. And now I want you to change your pitch for 65 knots. Let's pull that nose up. I want to show you how to glide. Pulling that nose up. Keep pulling that nose up. Up. Falling slow. Now go ahead and trim as you do so. You probably got to pull that trim back. You release that. That nose goes down. So you got to pull up, and now you got to trim with the pull. There you go. You're good. Keep trimming. That got it pretty good. We'll slow down a little more though. We're still a little fast, so you gotta keep pulling that nose up. Keep trimming back. Good. That's pretty close. Now this is a glide. You're at your best glide speed, about 65. That's about what we glide in this plane. You can see you're losing about 500 feet a minute.
Okay.
This is new, so I'm trying to get used to this.
This is a new thing for the day. Just glide to the left. Hold that pitch at 65 is very important. Because if you get too slow, then you kind of fall out of the air.
Yeah,
If you get too fast, then you're giving up too much altitude. You see how your speed came up, and then you start losing more feet per minute. If you go 65 knots, you're going to lose anywhere from about 300 to 500 feet a minute.
Traffic, Skyhawk 2894 Lima is turning
Let's go to the right.
crosswind, runway 32.
We'll just glide and have a good time now. We're not even using the engine. See, the power's all the way out. Not even using it. Our speed's increasing, so see how many feet you lose now? So pull that nose back up. Very, very important that you hold that speed.
Okay.
New traffic, Skyhawk 2894 Lima is turning left downwind, runway 32.
Good. What do you think about glide?
Something I'd have to get used to.
Are you kind of nerve-wracked with the power not going?
Yeah.
But you can see it's kind of cool. We're plenty high enough. You got a good view of the lake on my side.
I see it there.
Let's go to the right. Let's slow down just a little bit. Pull that nose back up. Now, can you believe it? Gliders can do this and actually gain altitude. They can climb about 500 feet a minute with no engine. But you can see, we don't have an engine. Our power's all the way out. It's giving us zero thrust. But you can see it's not the end of the world. You know, we're not panicking. Are you panicking?
I'm not panicking.
We're good though. We're barely even losing anything. Can you tell we've lost any altitude?
Not really. Not
Yeah.
without looking at the instrument.
Yeah, if you didn't look here, if you looked outside, you could say, well, man, we really haven't lost that much. I don't know how long we've been doing this for, but we've only lost probably about 800 feet, really.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go ahead and return it back to cruise. So cruise power, which is carpet off. Off, yeah, all the way in. And now bring back your RPMs up to about, 22, 2300 RPMs. As you give that thrust back, you're going to have to hold that nose down. Go on, push it in, hold that nose down. Hold that nose down. And trim it, yep, immediately trim. Make it as easy on you as you can. Good. Good. Alright, cruise power now, cruise mixture. There's the drop, and now turn back to the right until you see the pick back up. Good. What do you think?
I like this.
Yeah, gliding is not bad. You'll get to, when we do later training, when we actually do engine out landings, you're going to put the plane in a glide, and you're going to land it with the glide. That's the fun stuff. Okay, but for today, that's really about it. Power off glide, level off from climbs, turns, good. We've already talked about torque effects. Remember, if you have full power and the nose is up, the plane wants to go to the left.
Right.
That's the torque effect. Okay, good. So do you know where the airport is?
The airport's going to be, if I remember, back over our left shoulder.
Let's do it. Why don't you take me to the Shelby County Airport?
Alright.
Got the Wilsonville stacks. You got Lay Lake. You should put Wilsonville stacks on your right, and Lay Lake should be behind you. Make sense?
Yep.
Good. So Wilsonville's on the right. We're over the lakes. Let's go away from it. Just like that. That's all you got to do.
That's one thing I need to work on while I'm up here, too, is knowing where the airport.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I'm going to do with every flight is, we'll do some maneuvers, and later on when we do some actual, when we do more maneuvers that can really confuse you, so when I start telling you, if I ask you to demonstrate a turn, or if I ask you to demonstrate a stall, or if I ask you to demonstrate a power-off glide, and you're actually doing it all by yourself, you're not going to be thinking about where the airport is.
Right.
And so for about 2 or 3 minutes, I can get you pretty confused. and then I'll ask you, hey, where's the airport at? And you're gonna probably go, well, I knew it was a couple minutes ago, but now I don't. And you're gonna get used to that kind of lost feeling.
So when you're up here and you want to go to the airport, how do you, like if I was up here or here?
Yeah. You're doing good right here. You're doing what's called pilotage. You're using ground reference points to navigate. You got the Wilsonville plant to your right. There it is.
I see.
You got Lay Lake behind you. Okay. Now, do you see that little bitty city right there amongst the trees?
Yeah.
That's Columbiana. I want you to fly us right beside it. And when I say right beside it, I mean right beside it.
Okay.
You ever crossed a creek before? You know what I'm talking about? You ever use rocks you ever jump from one rock to the other?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing right now. We got our first rock. That's Wilsonville. Our second rock is Columbiana. The third rock is the other side of the creek bank. It's a small creek.
Okay.
It just takes one rock to get across.
Okay.
We're using this step by step by step. In other words, we're using checkpoints. You feeling good?
I'm feeling good.
Alright, good. Just hold your altitude, your cruising, cruise power, cruise mixture. We're looking good. Now, this is something I want to tell you. I just want you have to kind of memorize it. But once you get near Columbiana, you're going to be roughly 10 miles away from Shelby County Airport.
That far?
About 10 nautical miles. And once we get within about 10 nautical miles, we're going to do a kind of a courtesy position report, and we want to check our weather at our destination. But let's pretend like that was Birmingham Airport or Sylacauga. You know, you always want to check the weather at the destination before you get there. Let's go ahead and listen to the AWACS 13432.
Marks. Density altitude 900. Shelby County Airport, Alabaster, Alabama. Automated weather observation 2128 Zulu. Wind 250 at 08. Peak gusts 17. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 17 Celsius. Dew point -02 Celsius. Altimeter 3003. Remarks. Density altitude 900.
Good, nothing's changed. The winds are still this right here is a navigation equipment, but since we're not using it, I've given it a new task. I put the wind direction in it, 250. That just helps us to remember it. Alright, good. So we're using 250, so we're still going to land 3-4. Alright, do you see Columbiana? We don't want to get lost.
Right here.
Good. Wilsonville's to the right. Bay Lake's behind us. We're over Columbiana. Let's keep flying west. Let me know when you see on the horizon, it looks like 4 dominoes laying down. Out here on the horizon, do you see it?
Right over here?
That's it.
Alright.
I want you to fly just to the right, like an inch or two to the right, just like you're doing. As long as you keep on this heading, you're going to go straight to Shelby County. Because you really can't see the airport from here. I can't see it.
I can't either.
But we have what's called airport environment. And what the environment part means is you want to look around things that remind you of Shelby County. Once we get a little closer, you'll see the quarries, you'll see all the mines, you'll see some factories.
Around me somewhere, because my PCAS is going on pretty hard, but I can't find you anywhere, so let's be on the lookout for each other. Okay, and we are descending.
That's not us. And then you see the 4 dominoes.
I'm at 3700 on the way to 31 for the RNAV 34.
Alright, like I said, we're going to do a complimentary position report. And what you're going to say is, you know, where you're at, you're Shelby County.
And 1 Mike Echo, we are looking for you, but we are still maneuvering towards the east of the field, so we should be out of your way.
Okay, Shelby County, what you are, Cessna 429 Golf Echo.
Okay, 9 Mike Sierra. Still
You feeling okay?
We
Yeah, I'm good.
Getting a little airsick?
The
I'm good.
RNAV 34 now, but way out of
and where you're at, you're over Columbiana. You just say over Columbiana, or you could say Columbiana wasn't here. You would say 10 miles to the east.
Shelby County traffic.
At 3,000 feet.
Skyline 759 Mike Sierra on the RNAV 3.
Okay, so once we get here, I will call out. I would say Shelby County traffic. Cessna 429 Gulf Echo. 10 miles out
To the east. 10 miles to the east. At 3,000 feet. Inbound. Runway 34.
Shelby County.
Shelby County. Think you can do it? You say back. Say me again.
Say Shelby County traffic. Cessna 429 Gulf Echo.
Yep.
10 miles east. Inbound. Runway 34.
Perfect.
Shelby County.
Shelby County. Alright, do it to it.
Shelby County traffic. Cessna 429 Gulf Echo. 10 miles east. Inbound. Runway 34. 3,000 feet.
Shelby County traffic. Skyline 759
That'll work.
Sierra 12 miles to the south on the RNAV 34. Shelby County.
That's real work. So now just hold what you got. Hold your heading, hold your altitude.
Selma traffic, Bonanza.
Got the 4 dominoes, just keep coming in.
Loud and clear.
And again, it takes time, but I know where the airport's at, but for you, you may not see it just yet. So, but you do see this water tower right off the nose, don't you?
Yeah, I see
Right
it.
there. Once you can see that water tower, you're okay to start coming down to 2,500 feet. Okay, so we're going to do what's called a cruise descent. So mixture,
Yes.
in, bar beat out, and now power out. Just anything below 2,000. So we're not really coming into land just yet. I want you to just do a cruise descent. So this is just a nice steady cruise descent. Like 2,000 RPM, that's good. Let that nose fall. Of course, trim it. I don't want you to fight it.
Shelby County traffic, Skyline 759 Mike
Okay.
Sierra 7 miles out on the
So since
RNAV
we're landing on 3-4, I want you to turn north. And I want you to fly to the right, and I'll tell you when. In other words, you're going to be to the right of that water tower. Right there is pretty good. Go ahead and level your wings. Even I can tell there's a big quarry right there off the nose.
I see it.
I want you to go straight to it.
Okay.
Let's pretend this book's is the runway.
731 Mike Echo
Oh.
is 6 miles now to the east of the field, maneuvering to enter west downwind for runway 34, Shelby County
Okay, she's over here.
at 3,200.
Okay, we're a little lower. Perhaps.
And Shelby County right traffic in 34.
She's over here somewhere.
Shelby County traffic, Skyline 759 Mike Sierra 6 miles to the south on the RNAV 34. Looking
Give me 1 second. We got traffic here.
Okay, at 731 Mike Echo, I may have said less traffic for 34, but I meant right.
Then they're done now.
We're doing right traffic, I just made the wrong call.
Shelby County traffic, Skyhawk 429 Golf Echo is 2,500, 4 miles eastbound. Also maneuvering for the right downwind for 3-4, Shelby County. That's the runway right there.
Okay.
731 Mike Echo, I think we're east of you, but I don't have you in sight.
Copy that 17 Mike, 429 Golf Echo.
Shelby County traffic, Skyline 759 Mike
That's the
Sierra,
runway.
5 miles out on the
This is
RNAV
3-4.
34 final, looking for traffic.
This way is 16. So we have to fly to the north, then turn left, and then come in the pattern, and then downwind base final. So it's kind of weird. It takes time getting used to. We can't just go there and land. We have to enter a pattern. And now the Sears said that they were 6 miles to the also coming in for a downwind, so they're probably a little bit to the right of us. I'm gonna look to the right. You just keep flying us to that quarry over there to your left. Turn your left a little bit more. There you go. Actually, I want you to take me straight to that quarry. The quarry on the left. The one with all the dust. Yep. I want you to take it straight to me. Okay. Keep those wings level. Look to your left. Look right off that wing. Just let me know if you start seeing a plane. There should be a plane around here somewhere. I want you The scanning technique I want you to use, I want you to look at 10-degree increments. Look at 10 degrees at a time of the traffic. Don't just do a sweeping motion. Alright, look back out the front. I'll look for traffic. I want you to hold us here at altitude. So you want to reestablish a cruise settings. That's carpet off, mixture.
Shelby County traffic.
You can leave your mixture where it is.
4 miles east of the field. Where are you now?
Check out traffic 49 Golf Echoes. Now 2 miles to the north runway, establishing on the 45-degree angle for the downwind for 3-4, coming over 2 rock quarries.
What altitude are you at?
We're at 1,700 feet, 49 Golf Echo.
Okay, we don't have you in sight, but we are higher than you right now.
Hey, firm, we're about at 1 mile, and we'll be crossing the runway numbers 16 on the right downwind for 3-4. Alright, we're going to point the nose towards the middle of the field a little bit better. Let's turn a little more to the left. This is our 45-degree entry. At this point, you want to be at traffic pattern, which is 1,600. And you're there, so let's pull that nose back up. You want to pull the nose back up, you want to see less ground. Right there, good. And on throttle. Alright, we're going to get a little bit closer. Can you see the runway?
Yeah, I see it.
Alright, this is about as close as we want to get. Now let's begin our parallel turn. And the goal here is essentially fly parallel with the runway, and we don't want to get closer or further away, okay? You kind of want to maintain this distance. And now this is the downwind, okay? Shelby County traffic, Sky 42 9 Golf Echo, established on downwind, right downwind for 3-4, Shelby County. Okay, see the middle of the field? This is pretty close.
Yeah.
Barpeed out and mixture in. That's it. Hold that nose up for me. That's too much ground. There we go, right there.
I get nervous. Help me out.
No, you got it. We're crossing the numbers. I want you to reduce the power to landing power like we practiced, about 15 to 16. Hold that nose up for me. Level right there. Okay, now you see the airspeed needle? You see how it's in that white arc?
Yep.
Go ahead and put down 10 degrees of flaps for me. Good. Let's look at the runway. The numbers are kind of touching our tail back there. You see that?
Yep.
Let's turn. This is a right rudder, right aileron, a decent right turn. We see more ground, so we know we're descending. And we're descending about 500 feet a minute. That's very good. This is called base. Shelby County traffic, Sky 49 Golf Echo, drive base 3-4, full stop landing, Shelby County. Okay, our speed, our 70. Good. Let's put down another notch. Yep, keep that nose down. And on the power. Then we're perpendicular to the runway. This is where we're just losing altitude. Losing altitude. Oh, don't turn yet. Look, final. Are we clear to turn final? Is there any kind of traffic?
I don't see
anything either. Let's turn. Once we're established on final, we want to first get our aiming point, which is the numbers. Alright, so keep turning, keep turning.
Center City traffic, lifesaver 4 medical helicopter. We are 7 miles
Give me full flaps.
to the east.
And on the power.
We are
Now the nose, we're aiming for those numbers, okay? That's how much distance we should see. Do you see how my fingers on the nose?
Yeah.
And the number?
Yeah.
We're coming to the numbers. Numbers. We're a little fast, so reduce that power. Just like that. Okay, now we're over the asphalt, right?
Yep, we're over it.
Power to idle.
Power's idle.
Alright, now hold us level. Hold us in ground effect right here. Hold us right here. Perfect. Pull that nose up just a little bit. Hold it up. A little bit of power. Good. There we go. What it is, that a little bit of wind caught us and picked us back up.
That was good. I like that better than the first one.
Yeah. Ready to slow down now to make our braking more effective. Pull back. Just slow us down first before we turn. We pull this back for aerodynamic braking. Pull, pull, pull. Okay. Now let's turn. Right, yeah, right rudder. A little power and a little bit of right brake. Just a little bit. Good. Very good. Okay. right. We gotta follow the yellow
We
lines.
got time to go before you get in. We're ready to go on 3-4.
Affirmative, 4731 Mike Echo.
Okay, think we're out of here. Except 4 Foxtrot on the go. Runway 34, be eastbound.
Share traffic, Scout 429 Golf Echo is clear, active Shelby. Bring us to a stop. Okay. Let's do our
Rough up there, Robert?
Yeah, anything below 3 is gonna be rough. We're going to run about 4,500, 5,000 smoothed out.
Yeah, we're going to be shooting approaches starting at 3,000 unaffected.
You're gonna experience light chop anything below 3.
Doing good.
Alright,
County traffic, Sierra 731 Mike Echo is turning right.
after landing, flaps up,
Flaps up.
carb heat off, strobes off, landing lights, never turn them on, taxi lights as
We don't have
required,
taxi
we
light.
don't have that. Go heat, we never used it.
Nope.
Mixture is required.
We're gonna lean for taxi. We're gonna pull it out an inch to begin with, and then now do your twist method. Just do it nice. You're gonna wait for that drop. There it is, right? Now what happened there is, this is not a fuel injected engine, so it's not instantaneous. When you twist here, you're changing the carburetor setting. So there's about a 4-second delay. So when you twist it here, you want to twist it good and slow.
Okay.
There's the drop, and now go back to the right. You gotta do it a little bit slower.
Yeah, I don't mind pulling it when we're on the ground, I just don't like it.
Yeah, and you can do the pull, you know, you pull it out, but still, you still gotta do it slow.
Okay.
There's about a 3-second delay in the mixture setting.
Okay, mixture, trim for takeoff.
Okay, get that trim set back.
Okay, that looks about right.
I agree. Okay, we're ready.
Alright, and it says
Transponder
standby.
standby. We leave it on altitude.
Okay.
Okay. And the wind's coming over our right shoulder. Over our right shoulder. So turn away from it. That's the traffic that that's in the pattern with us the whole time. We never saw them.
What is that? I can't tell.
It's a Cirrus. But I think that they were a little further out than we thought. They said there's like 6 miles, you know.
Yeah.
But we flew downwind, base, final, landed, and now they're just now on final. I think they're a little bit further out than what they thought. Alright, just follow that yellow line. Okay, we're going to park it right there, that empty spot with the ropes. The way we're going to do that is we're going to turn back to the right. Of course, don't get into the grass, but put this wheel as close as you can with that grass. Full right rudder. You're going to pretty much point the propeller at that tail, the tail of that aircraft. Very good. Very good, right there. A little more to the right, you're good. More to the right, there we go. There we go. Now let's go straight. Going straight. Now begin your left turn. Oop, nice and easy. Put the propeller on that white box. A little more power. Keep us rolling. More power, a little more power. A little more left brake. Just turning, doing good. Keep on coming around. Right about there. Good. Okay. Now, let's secure the airplane.
ELT.
Alright, what? The red light's not flashing. ELT silent. What's next?
Avionics off.
Little red toggle switch. And you gotta turn this off, man.
Mixture full lean, mags off,
That's the key. Yeah.
fuel left or right,
Missing. What's after max?
master off.
There you go. And then make sure left, right. We'll leave it on both.
Leave it on both. Lights off, pops, attack time.
Control
lock.
chalk, slide down. Good. That completes the lesson.
Alright.
Learn some new stuff today, I hope.
Think about gliding.
upside down, but when you're in it,
It's a whole other thing.
yeah, it's a whole
Was
other
it
thing.
as scary as you thought it'd be? You cut the engine out of the plane?
Well, I have a tendency to keep looking at this
Uh-huh.
because I know as long as this doesn't fall out of the green, we're not gonna stall.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the best glide speed is about 65 for this plane.
we'll tie it down, then I'll jump. Can I take all this out here after that? Is that okay?
Oh yeah, no, you're good. You can do it when you want to. You can do it an hour later on my own.
Let me do it. Quick before you go away.
No, I'll stay and help you.
079.
So we're gonna put your date.
14.
And then obviously we've got time, yeah. 13. And 1307.9. So you can do 1.9 total. 1.9 total more. And then take out is 1815.2. My time. And that's it. Put the key back on the bottom. You guys, you're just trying to get your stuff out and checklist. You got the hops tag.
Control lock.
Yeah, chocks and control lock. You can see why though too. See how these things are moving the whole time with the wind.
Lean over and then the wind come in and makes you control lock, chocks, and then
Okay, so you got the checklist. You can put it up. You get all your stuff out. You do it now. I'll help you here too.